Hey, hi all. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will going to learn jQuery Ajax get and post and what could be the significant of those while using in the web application, right? So before that, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe it and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any new updates or new video coming from this channel, right? So you will never miss any good learning thing. So let's dive into that. First of all, what is mean by get, right? So get is nothing but an Ajax request we are sending to the specific resource, right, to get some data from it. Okay, so we need to give a URL. uh, from that URL we will we are actually expecting something to come at our end, right, once the request is successful. And in the post request we are actually requesting uh, to the URL, right, process some data for me and give me the processed data, right? So we need to send some data to the backend, and once it is processed, they, from the backend we will get that data, the processed data, right, in order to show on the UI. So let's understand with the simple example how we can do that using jQuery. I will comment this out so that you can see the card on the UI. So basically what we need to do, right? So as you can see, we have this card container. So here we have this p with id. So as you know, right, so in the last video we have fetched text from a text file using load method. The similar way we are actually going to fetch the data or the text from the text file using get, and we are attaching that data, or maybe we are showing that data inside this p tag, right? So how we can do that? So this is the get story button. So on click of this get story we are initiating the get call, and then whatever result come we are storing that result in a temporary variable so that it can be used in post call. And once stored we are showing that data inside the p tag. So how it goes, let's see. So now I'm taking this btn load story button instance using id selector. So if you are new to id selector, I would recommend you to go watch my id selector video. Then I'm using on method to attach a click event handler to it. And again, if you are new to on and off, I would recommend you to go and watch the on and off video in the channel. So we actually took instance of this button and added a click event handler on it, right? So now we need to initiate the get call. So how we can initiate it? You need to use $.get. Okay, so $.get method. Here in the first line we need to give the uh, you know the specified URL. So here we wanted to read text from story.txt file, so we are giving a URL for it. The path, in real scenario we need to give a URL. Now it actually comes with a callback function. Callback function is also has some parameters. The first parameter is data and the second parameter is status, right? So now once we have data, so let's console log it so that we could understand like what is coming from it. So I have logged data and status both. So let's see how it goes. So I have clicked on this get story button, right? So I'm clicking on it. So you can see the status, which is success, and this is the text which is available in that story.txt file. Okay. So now in order to post some data, right, so we need to post the same data. So I'm creating a variable over here, just renaming it fetch data and instantiating it using null value, and then I'm just assigning this data to it, right? And then once the data has been assigned to this variable, we need to take the instance of the story paragraph element. Okay, so using hash only, I'm taking the instance of it, and then using text method, right? Using text method, I am writing this data as a text to this paragraph. Okay, so now if I click on this get story, it writes that text to the this p tag, right? So you can see this is the text which is wrote on this p tag. So let's write down the post call also. So I'm taking this instance of the post button using again like id selector, and then adding on click comma space function. We will have a event as an object to the function. Now $.post. So using $.post, here also you need to give a URL. So what we will do, we don't have any backend running at the moment, so we'll use the fake URL. So this is the JSON placeholders, posts URL. So this is the posts URL, and the type of this, URL is also, I mean, this API is also post. So that's the reason we are putting this inside a post call. And then comma, we need to pass data. So what is the data we have, right? So we have this data coming from the story.txt file. So we can pass that as it is, and then space. It also has a callback function, and this callback function also has a parameter like data and status, right? Now what I'll do, I'll just console log this data, and again console log the status, console.log the status, right? So let's see now how it works. I have removed console logs from here, so you will not see in the get call. So this is the get call which has happened right now. So we have this text with us, in order to send this data in a post call. So I'm posting it, right? So once I clicked over there, it calls that API, right, and passes this data, and then you see that data has been converted into an object, and with the ID, right? With ID, it has been converted. Now you can see this is the status, which is success. So we are actually successfully posted this data on this endpoint, right? JSON placeholder endpoint, and this data has been converted into a post, right? So this is how the post method works actually. You can see the syntax of it, the get and post, and we have actually learned how we can configure them on the button click, and how we can call them, and how we can process the data as well. So we have processed data, whatever we got using get, and we posted that data in a post call where it has been processed, and we got an object as a post object back from that post API, right? And then we saw that in a console log as well, right? So this is how get and post works in jQuery Ajax. So I hope you liked the video. If you like it, so then hit like button, and do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you all guys. Let's meet in next video.